You should recognize Larry Kudlow, former advisor to the Trump administration. Now, I was curious pretty much how everyone is reacting to the fiasco that is happening. And Larry Kudlow is one of my first to see how he's reacting to the insanity.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. So markets today closed kind of mixed. The Dow edged higher. Some bullish comments from Fed Chair Jay Powell on economic growth and the labor market may have helped. And that bullishness seems to have permeated the White House, as well as President Joe Biden, reportedly optimistic that he can ram his left-wing agenda through Congress. All right. And to do so, he's on board with eliminating the Senate filibuster.
Now, if you can't already tell, he's reading. Whether it's short notes that he's reading, not quite sure because some of it seems very off the cuff, or it's verbatim, and he's written it himself off the cuff.
Filibuster, as well as ditching any notion of unity in Washington. He's going back on his word. Republican Senator Mitch McConnell today blasted the president.
There's been no effort whatsoever by the president or the administration to do anything in the political center. It's been trying to jam through everything on the hard left. They're now cooking up yet another package they're going to call infrastructure, but it's going to be a Trojan horse that includes massive tax increases on Americans. They're going hard left. They misread the election. It's a 50-50 Senate and a very narrow Democratic majority in the House. Not a mandate to turn America into Bernie Sanders' view of what America ought to be.
So as you look at McConnell, he's very stiff and he's in portrayal. And then we've got Larry Kudlow over here reading. But this again is cable TV news.
Senator McConnell, I think you nailed it. By the way, I have said so many times that this so-called infrastructure package is a Trojan horse, A, for the Green New Deal, and is B, a Trojan horse for big tax hikes, class warfare, and income redistribution. Actually, President Biden has the potential to be the most far-left progressive we've ever had in the Oval Office.
And you're looking at him as he speaks, which may kind of sound like it's off the cuff, but he's in portrayal. And the biggest one that everyone should be able to see is when he brings his shoulders up, like a big shrug, but on nothing. It matches nothing that's coming out of his mouth. He's got some stress lines in the head. That may just be from being on air. We've seen it before on him, so it's not something that's new. And you're watching a show. What I'm really trying to dig through is any of this really stressing Kudlow out? And we hear the words, I've said this before. It's kind of like, I've said this before, and because his body doesn't stress on it, like, oh my gosh, it's coming towards me. But it's more like, oh my, do you see? Do you see?
The White House today, interestingly, confirmed that President Biden recently met with a group of historians. A meeting that reportedly brought Biden to the conclusion that the time is now for a fast and transformational overhaul of America. That includes a multi-trillion-dollar green infrastructure package, one that will destroy our energy sector, and it will be a job and prosperity and economic recovery killer. Sorry, that's the way it looks. The White House, though.
And then you see him as he finishes this off, the job killer. He relaxes, gives you that sweeping, exaggerated portrayal, kind of like, And portrayal, again, does not necessarily mean lying. It's an overacting of what they want you to see. Like if you want them to be afraid, you'll overact fear. If you want them to be happy, you'll overact happy. So we have stress in the forehead and face, and we have the overacting, the portrayal. You need to see this. You need to understand.
Doesn't see it that way. So here's Press Secretary.
And then again, you see the shoulders. Doesn't see it that way. Shoulders go up, come down. That's the portrayal. And his portrayal with the shoulders is probably the worst. And to be honest with you, when I see him do this isn't new either. It's just like his go-to thing. Like some people like shake their fingers around, roll their hand, shuffle themselves when they're trying to portray something. That's his thing. It's his shoulders.
Terry, Jen Psaki today.
Oil and gas jobs aren't going anywhere. And what President Biden has pledged to do is invest to create jobs and ensure America leads the clean energy revolution, which is where the industry is largely going anyway.
You know, the industry is not largely going there anyway. And I don't want revolution. She referred to a revolution. I don't want revolutions. I don't want to transform the United States. I don't want federal government control by well-educated.
And now you're seeing the facial expression change. I don't want. There's no fear there. There's no stress. And it's not an anger at an attack. It's a hard line mentality of I don't want. Like saying, I don't want a cookie. I don't want a cookie. You can have a cookie all you want to. I don't want the cookie. There's no fear there. You're not stressed about it. It's just your hard line.
Corporations, capital gains, estates, and Social Security. If enacted, those tax hikes, will drag down next year's economy and beyond, and it will open the door to.
So I found that kind of interesting. If enacted, and he repeated it, if enacted, and he's coming at you from the side. Are you buying what I'm saying? This is important. Are you buying what I'm saying? If enacted. And then he goes down the line of what will happen. This is a movie. And I mean that in every sense of the word. Movies have a way of getting into the mind of people. Remember Star Wars when that first came out in the 70s? Even though that movie didn't have real world consequences, Darth Vader really didn't go around, choking people by the neck. But it had feelings that it put into the audience. And now the possibility of space exploration and new tech was in the mind of the people. And when you watch these things unfold in front of you, understand that's what's going on. Your mind is being manipulated either for good or evil. Doesn't really matter. It's being manipulated to see in different ways. And you as an individual need to look at that as you watch. Is this for good? Will this benefit me and society? What I'm being shown, told, or made to feel?
I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, Fero. Fero is one of the few cryptocurrency projects that I respect. Unlike most other cryptocurrencies, Fero is focused on safeguarding your financial privacy without compromising on trustlessness, which means no third parties are required, and transactions are private by default. Fero also has an exciting roadmap to look forward to. Features such as Instant Send, where payments can both be sent and confirmed within seconds. There's also Elysium, which adds tokenization functionality similar to Ethereum, but it also enables these assets to enjoy Fero's privacy technology. There's many more things on the roadmap, and if you'd like to learn more, head over to fero.org. If you'd like to learn more about analysing body language, there is a video course available on Mandy's website for Gold subscribers, where Mandy teaches more about her techniques of deception detection. There's also other content such as the Crime series and Interesting Minds series, available to both Gold and Silver subscribers.
If you like it, please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.